what is the name of this God? That's the question. The Muslims would say his name is Allah. The Christians would say his name is Jesus Christ. And so at the end of the day, as soon as you answer the question of what the name of that God is, you're picking a team. And what I find interesting is this is slanderous. It is fear-based. It is fear-mongering. And as Pastor Josh said previously, you get anarchy, which if you want to know what that looks like, go to Portland tonight.
Yep.
You get globalism, where we send all of our young men and dollars overseas until we cease to exist as a country and eradicate our borders and allow criminals and cartels to be in charge. Or you have nationalism, and nationalism is what God says is best for human life and flourishing. The first attempt at globalism is back in Genesis in a place called Babel, that is ancient Babylon, that is today Iraq. They all have the same language. They all get together, and they're trying to chase this Marxist utopian counterfeit vision of a perfect life on earth without God. And it's globalism. God looks down and says, they're united, and unless we spread them into nations, they're going to do tremendous evil. So united people without God are dangerous people. And so then God scatters them into nations, and he confuses them into languages. And so nationalism is what God did to save us from destroying ourselves. At the end of the age, according to the storyline of the Bible, depending upon your reading, at the end of the age, all the nations will seek to come together into a globalistic vision. But then the question is, who gets to be the leader? And it's not Christ, it's the Antichrist. And so if all power is consolidated globally, one demonically, satanically possessed person wielding all of that power becomes the end of civilization. And so globalism is a naive myth from the earliest days of Genesis, and nationalism was God's answer to globalism. It says in Acts 17, God determines the times and places in which we live. God had me, though Irish by descent, born in America in 1970, and that was God's decision for me. I love my God, and I love where he put me.